Good morning, everybody. It is a cloudy one here. I'm gonna keep my sunglasses on the point, but I have. Yummy, yummy, another. A little humid too, but that makes things a little bit better for what I have to do today. So I'm going to do a test, and I know I've done this test in the past. I just ordered through Verizon. I'm waiting for the email confirmation that they have it ready. The OtterBox / LifeProof free case. I know I tested it on older phones for wind protection. I'm just trying to find a way to not always have to use the microphones. It actually is reducing the amount of things I film because of wind. In fact, at the Wind Point Lighthouse, I lost my entire audio when the battery on the receiver died for the road because in low power mode it's not charging it. Once I turned low power mode off, it was enough to turn it on and let it actually work, but I didn't know it died. I'm also going to test out, I'm going to go to Walmart because I got to stop there anyway, see my one associate, but I want to pick up the Tidal waterproof case as well and compare the two. I think I'm going to take the Flow with me and the ShiftCam because I want to see how they fit, because that's the other problem. Is the case too big for it to fit in those devices I used to hold? It'd be so nice just not have to worry about microphones all the freaking time. It's extra charging, it's extra equipment, and honestly, I'm just looking for a simplistic system, but yet give you guys the quality you deserve for watching these videos audio-wise. It is a little breezy right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to, they have like mesh coverings over top of the microphones. The camera's encased, so that takes the back microphone, which I don't know, even in recording. I think I notice when I film like this, it's the noise is from the other side, and it's difficult to hear me, and the wind hits that front microphone and screws things up. So, but good morning, happy Sunday, let's get this day rolling. Somebody is ready to get moving here. Yes, your puppy's ready to get moving. And yes, I did say I was going to test it with the Flow. It's not my preferred way of filming, but I want to know that it does fit it, because there's going to be times I'm sure I'm going to pull it out to do like maybe an unboxing video or something, and there's gimbals for me. Then it makes it nice to have that I can tripod it up and aim it down. Got a whole bunch of other stuff. Just want to get this system more simple and not have to worry about power cutting out, forgetting to turn a microphone on and losing complete audio. Just simple. So the other thing I actually found on Amazon, since they gave me a $25 gift card for the case for the Pixel MagSafe case, is a conversion. It's a right angle Lightning to USB-C, which I have that cable wrapped up nicely here in the handle for when you guys are, when I'm telling you I wrapped it down through. I know I've shown this in the past, but this is kind of my wire management system. So I have these straps running down through the handle. I actually have the wires, both of them, trapped back in there to keep, so I can pinch that closed, and then I can keep both of them in one ShiftCam. I can just switch over Bluetooth to whichever device I'm using. And at some point here, I'm probably going to have to switch over to the Sony, because I trust it more than I trust wherever the heck the S23 is. That's in my bag. So yeah, I'm just trying to get away from the wires and this whole conglomeration, just to make it where the ShiftCam, and I'm getting decent enough audio with wind. I'm just trying this. This may not work. This could be a failure, just to let you know. I mean, question one is right now, that is as wide as this thing opens. So is that going to be enough to fit a waterproof case? I don't know. The case is rounded, more like inside these. See, a lot of because the iPhones went round and all the Androids are round, everything's kind of round. So some of my cases don't work real well with this because there's not a lot of contact points. So that's fully closed. But like I said, there's little bumper holes that you can put stuff in. That's where I ran into issues with the Google Pixel as well. And the other thing is, with that right angle, I might be able to get this charging plate to actually line up more with the iPhone's charger and get better charging with the QI here. Alright, over to Sony Vision here. So this is what I'm talking about. So with that right angle, it will plug in and aim either up or down, whichever way I put it in. See what's happening to my lightning cables? This is every single one of them I have, is they start to do this. And I don't know that that's healthy, and that might cause some of my audio issues as well. But we're just going to try to solve some problems today and make things, keep saying the simplicity.
What is this little dog want? You want belly rubs? You don't want belly rubs. No. You like belly rubs.
Yeah. Go for a walk. Get you out for a little walkie walk. Then we got to get things moving here. Everybody requested a quick puppy walk, and it's been a valuable one, I will say. So, getting some business taken care of, these two. As I mentioned, I am going to start using the front-facing camera more. It's a little bit more convenient. One of my other things with this whole audio situation is I feel like you lose a lot of the surrounding nature. The birds chirping. Wind is a big issue. Obviously, vehicles going by is a big issue too. They're negatives. But losing the birds chirping and stuff in the videos kind of isolates it to it's just me talking. So, alright, enough of this. We'll finish this little walk with these guys, and then we're going to get out of here. See if Verizon's noticed me that order's ready to pick up, because when I was there the other day, they didn't have the color I just ordered. Bad feeling I'm going to get there and they'll be like, well, we don't have that color. You're going to have to wait 3 to 5 days. No, we're going to exchange it for what you have in stock now then. Alright, we have got the case, and I've also switched off the Razr and got the S23 back. Right now it's doing a watch update. I switch all that over. So, and get this guy installed. Now I'm keeping my screen protector on, which I don't think is recommended. But I don't like taking it off in case I go back to a normal case. Alrighty, we are installed. I think my volume switch got turned. It's got like a little turn dial for your mute switch, silent switch, whatever you want to call it. If I remember correctly, last time I had one of these, it was a little delay on the audio, but that was still when it was life-proof. Now it's OtterBox by life-proof, so same case, just a name change. Well, I'm going to say it fits in the ShiftCam, but I mean by sheer just force, it is stretching it to the max. And it's holding. Now, I do have microphones with me, but I don't have anything connected right now, so we'll go back and forth on a test. I'm not going to try the title right now. I spent too much time at Verizon. These guys are jonesing to get out for a walk. I need to get some exercise, and I don't want this day to be forever long. We are at Canfield Lane, Canfield Island. So we're heading. Take a little walk down by the river. This is like our testing zone because it's different, but it's not too far from home. The other thing I did notice already in the initial test is the fact that the case is very noisy, so if anything touches it, it adds a lot of noise to the case, which is not good. Ooh, they redid this. Vulture before. That's different. think this would be deeper after all the rain we had. We had a pretty bad storm last night. Well, actually it was first thing early this morning when I was still awake. Did not necessarily go to bed when I should have. Tonight, I hope to be different. We're going to do the other path, I think, today too. Kind of curious though, these lenses. I think the one's got smears on it. It is, well, at least we're in the shade now. It's warm out. It really is. They're paying their brains out. So I don't think we're going to do a whole ton here. Just wanted to give this a little bit of a test. Have something throw into Final Cut and see if it's an idea or not. Because I mean, with my Verizon discount, I did save $25 on it. This is a $100 case. The title's a $20 case, but just curious to see. I'm not sure about low light either because it's again, there's, you know, the LiDAR sensor's got that cover over it, so I don't know. I'll check low light and see if it stays in focus because I've had that problem with a lot of other devices. Nobody else seems to make note of it but me. Never seen anybody else say anything else about a case goofing up LiDAR, but first thing I've seen it, so. Try it out at night too, but the audio part is where that's what we're working on right now, is audio without microphones, if it cuts the wind down, if it doesn't sound like it's underwater. Playback wise, it's not a fair comparison because it's in the case, so I just hope it doesn't actually sound like that when we import. Quite the same as Milwaukee, but best I can. Ooh, looks like the water might have actually gotten up there. Something to get washed up. That's crazy. Either the rain running down. You drinking a puddle, Priya? Oh, she's thirsty. All right, we need to get her a drink. I don't know if that's the best idea for you, but of course she wiped her muddy paw in the water and then drank it. Try to move her little stick. Well, you can tell these guys haven't been out on an adventure in a while because they are just doing all their business constantly. It's crazy. They're just like, oh, we haven't been out in so long. Exercise. Potty time. Alright, now we're connected with the road. I don't want to go too far without using it, just in case I don't have an absolute disaster vlog. Like I said, this may not work. You know, if you can hear the cicadas. It's yeah, it's sweltering out here. I don't think it's all that hot, but the humidity is insane right now. At least we know that it does fit. The ShiftCam ain't gonna fall out. It can't move. I barely could move it back to plug in the wire. The other thing is I can plug in the microphones. Hopefully they're connected all the way and they're working. It's been an ongoing issue. Like I said, those wires though, I can't keep buying those wires. They're $25 a piece, plus shipping, plus tax. It's not cheap. But I'm hoping that USB-C adapter works and it lets the audio come through. We shall find out. Because then I'd be able to use the right angle as well, which really wouldn't matter because it's going to be facing up or down, probably down. Well, the other concept is finding, and it looks on Amazon, there's a strap that you can stick back on the back of a case, and then I could actually just maybe hook the receiver on that. The only problem I think is putting it in my jean pocket may be an issue. Then I just hold the phone, no ShiftCam or anything like that. So when I'm out in public and whatnot, I'm not holding a whole huge rig. And I might film more things, because then I can talk quietly and you can still hear me. Yeah, I don't know how you always realize where there's a way to get to the water. You have like a sixth sense on it. We're not going down there, Priya. Priya! Giving the S23 a test here since it's now fully active. Come on, baby! But I did turn HDR off because it's just too much of a hassle in editing. And this worked pretty good. Okay. There are a couple features the S23 actually has that I would kind of wish the iPhone did, which one is this, being able to swap back and forth between cameras. The other is the fact that you can actually turn off Zoom mic. When you're on the long distance range, now obviously if you're on microphones, it deactivates it, but if I'm on native camera, I thought about that when I was zooming into the tree for the bird, which I don't even know if you could see him. I think he might have flown away. Yeah. It's one thing, I just wish you had a little bit of control there to turn that off. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it is what it is. Priya, it looks really muddy down that way. Yes, it does, Bubby. I don't know. I think I'm going to fall on my head. No, it looks too slippery for me. I'm not... Let's just get home and get in the air conditioning. Taking you for a nice little walk. I just want to get to some water. I know you want water, dude. Alright, let's go. Come on, big girl. Get this. Oh god, that is a big puddle in the middle of the path. That's not good. That's not good at all. Priya's gonna get a drink. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. No, 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 get out of that, get out of that, get out. Not only did she not get out of the puddle, she fell in the puddle. I don't have my car. I don't care so much, but Mommy's going to be pissed if you're wet in her car. I think you got everything wet. She says, I took a swim, Dad. I feel great. Wouldn't let me go down by the river? I found a way to get wet. Priya's happy with herself. She's covered in mud. You may have already seen it, you may not have, just depending if the S23 worked. And I tried to drag her through and she fell head first into the mud puddle. That was massive. And I don't have my car. Wouldn't care if I had my car. Even though the blankets were all re-cleaned and everything. But I didn't have it put together, so we took Terry's car and she needs gas. Boy. tests for this thing. We gotta run back out and fill my car with gas now. Oh, I haven't had a chance to play anything back yet, so I figured a car test would be a good one to do. Not too bad of a little walk, but just, I don't know. I'm just still trying to recover from the whole travel. It was a lot. You don't realize how much it is until like you finally get back into the grind and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. That's how I feel right now. Very tired. I don't know. I have a bad feeling this is going to be a take it back test. But we'll see. I'm supposed to get some severe weather possibly later. Flash flood warnings in our area. Heavy thunderstorms. So far it's just been cloudy, and then the sun comes out like it is now. It goes cloudy. No rain yet, but it is in the weather. Come on, you brave little kiddo dogs. Alright, we are back for another little puppy walk here for the end of the night, because it is gone for 9 o'clock already. Sun is well set. Didn't really rest much. I take that back. So before we went back out to get gas in the car, I snuggled with Mateo for a little bit. What the hell I was even watching? This is bad. I watch stuff and I don't remember what I even watched. But anyway, I know Me, Myself, and Irene came on after that. But, so, life proof. If you're using the back camera, I'm going to say okay. If you're using the front camera, I'm going to say don't bother. But if I'm behind the camera filming them, don't bother. So, as much as I'd like to get away from using the microphones, this isn't going to be my option. That, and if anything touches it, makes a ton of noise. So, I kind of knew this going in. I mean, some of the video I'm watching, I'm like, no, it's not bad. But other parts, I'm like, oh, I can't understand what I'm saying. Not that I ever say anything super important, but... Alright, Bunny is running back and forth across the street. He came across here, he went down, he ran across back there. What do you think, little man? Huh? What do you think? He didn't want to get out of bed. She didn't want to get off the recliner. Now she's grazing. Of course, I picked them up hot dogs. I shouldn't do that. She doesn't need human food. He doesn't need human food. I may not need human food. Just eat rabbit food. Well, when I was listening to the weather today, the one thing I did hear them say was that we are supposed to get more smoke from Canada, and I think that for a shot I showed you, heading this way, the smoke has rolled in, and it has rolled in heavy. Because I didn't even really pay attention to it too much today, but if I get another shot of the mountains over here, you'll see it. It's, that way is not too bad. You can still see the mountain, but the further behind us you go right now, it's pretty bad. We're pooping. Alright everybody, walk is done. Back using without the microphone. One last test with the air conditioner running. But thank you very much for watching. See you in the morning. Have a good night.